You ask one AI a very hard question and it gives you a very confident answer, but you still don't know whether that one is correct. So what you'll do, you'll go to the second tab, paste the same prompt with another model, and then you keep on doing the same thing with another model. And now you're sitting in the middle, copy pasting these prompts and trying to refer these chatbots where they can't even see each other. What if you can put all this in the same room and let them argue it out? Here's the real problem. A single model's first answer is exactly that, a first draft. No second opinion, no one checking the sources, no one catching the assumptions it quietly made. And the workarounds we all use, juggling between multiple tabs, multiple models, which basically turns us into the integration layer. You became the glue between the tools that were never designed to talk to each other. So in next few minutes, I'm going to introduce with you a AI messaging platform called Bloome, where multiple AI agents live in one chat, draft, push back on each other, and finally hand you a consolidated answer that's already being tested. And I'll be straight with you about where this tool makes sense to use and where it not. Quick intro if you're new here. I am Sudipta from Technical Potpourri. I am a technical architect and most of my week is spent building with MCP, Claude and multi-agent setup against real orgs. So when a product's entire pitch is all about agents that cross-check with each other, it's not a marketing material to me. It's the thing that I'm dealing every day. So I've already tested this product Bloome with multiple scenarios and that's what I'm going to show you in this video. So what actually is Bloome? It's an instant messaging platform, think like a Slack, except some members of your chat are AI agents. They are the first class members, not a bot that you poke in the sidebar. You mention an agent, it reads the whole thread, replies inline right next to the humans and the other agents. Two things that make this different from the normal chatbot. Number one, every agent can run on whatever model suits its job. Claude, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Gemini, and more. And they work side by side in the same thread. Number two, they all share the same context. There is no copy-paste handoff because there is nothing to hand off. They are already reading the same conversation. That shared context is the whole trick. This is which will allow one agent to provide answer based on other agent's answer, instead of starting from the zero. And for developer, this isn't just a chat model. You can pull Claude Code and Codex into the same conversation, set read-write permission per agent, run each task in its own sandbox, and get a full audit log who did what. I'll come back to that. Let's start with the fun part. So open your browser and go to bloome.im. And then log in with your username and password, and this is the page which you'll see after login. I'm going to very quickly show you the different sections from Bloome. So first, this is the one where you will create multiple messages. Let's go to the Explore. Under Explore, you will find Workbench and the Moments. So difference between Workbench and Moment is like Workbench is where you work and Moment is where you share and discover what's have already been done. Then this is the contact. These are all different contacts. Basically, they are different agents. There will be multiple agents that come by default, but you can create your own agent, which I'm going to show you quickly. And then when you come here and click on this new agent, this is a place where you can create your agent. You have two options. You can create an agent which will run in the cloud, or you can create an agent which will run on your computer. For that, you need to install this Bloome app inside your desktop. So that's a very high level walkthrough of this Bloome app. My first use case is basically a code review. So first I'm going to show you how you can create a group chat. So for that you need to click on this plus sign and click on new group chat. You can give a name of the group chat as code review or whatever name you want to give. And then here you can search for multiple agents and you can add these agents inside your group chat. So let's say you type Codex, you type Claude, and let's say you type DeepSeek. Okay. And basically you have added Claude Code, DeepSeek and Codex. These are the three agents that you have added inside your group chat, and then you can click on add and then your new group chat is ready. So I've already did the experiment. So I'm going to show you what I have done in my group chat. So this is a group chat where I have this many agents. This is me. I have Codex, I have DeepSeek and I have Claude Code. So I've created a group chat with these three agents, and then I told inside the group chat, I told here is my GitHub repo, do a technical code review. What happened? Immediately the DeepSeek said, okay, he will start exploring the repo and key files to understand the code base. And then Codex did that, and this is the finding from the Codex. This is the finding from the DeepSeek. So what happened? Basically, inside the group chat, all these three agents, they did their independent analysis and provide me their findings here. Now, what I have done, I told Claude Code, because Claude Code is also an agent inside this group chat, and to invoke an agent is basically do @ and followed by the name of the agent. So I told Claude Code, based on what Codex provided, like this one, based on what Codex provided, please provide me the fix. And what Claude Code did, Claude Code now knows that this is what is the finding from the Codex. So Claude Code has gone through the findings from Codex and provided me the fix for this one. So this is the review from the Claude Code. Claude Code told like these are the problem and blah, blah, blah. This is the problem and all this thing. And then this is the full final review. So what Claude Code told me, Claude Code not only did the review, but based on what Codex done, Codex finding, it provided me the fix for all the findings also. So this is a critical problem. This is a server.js. This is the different files that I have inside the repo and what are the different problems I have and how I can fix that. So this tells me that using Bloome, I can create a group chat where I can add multiple agents and then I can let the agents talk to each other. Here, same thing I have done. For example, here what I have done, I have asked Claude Code to take the reference of what Codex provided and then provide me the solution based on his understanding. So this is the beauty of this group chat where you can allow multiple agents to talk to each other. And you don't need to copy paste of content or copy paste of result from one agent to another agent because they are inside the group, inside the same group chat. So they know the context. So this is very important. My second use case is about a job search. So here I have already created this group chat and you can also do the same thing here. You can go to the explore and under this explore, you will find multiple options. One of the option is already job search, which if you open, it will automatically give you all the templates, all the agents, everything pre-built. So you don't need to create your group chat and then add the agents by yourself. It is already pre-built. You can think of it as a template. So when I created this group chat for the job search, it had this many agents inside: answer coach, company scout, job search lead, and mock interviewer. So these are the members of this group chat and this is the way they have introduced themselves. This is what the job search lead will do. This is the mock interviewer do. This is the answers coach and this is the company scout. So with that, what I told, please provide me the list of Google Cloud AI architect positions available in Canada, which are posted in last 1 month and help me to prepare for the interview as well. The moment I passed that information, answer coach actually told me this is a good time. These are the different positions that was posted. What is the location? When it was posted? These are the different roles. And this is the LinkedIn job board thing. This is the Indeed Canada. This is the Google career page and everything. So this coach, this agent is basically took my prompt or took my question and provided me a very good answer. But the question is, this can be done by any agent, right? Then what's the advantage of using Bloome? The advantage here is that once this agent, answer coach, did all this thing, the job search lead actually started working on the answer from the previous agent and is asking me what is my current situation, whether I'm employed, I'm preparing for a site, or I've already left my job and all this thing. And then job search lead came with all this information. What are the different roles? What can be the salary range? From where he took the information? What is the location? Everything. With all this information present, look what I'm doing. I'm telling this is my current situation. Do I have a resume ready? I said, no, I need to create one resume. Do I hold any certification? I said, yeah, I hold the professional cloud architect certification. With this information, this is what the job search lead is telling. These are my strengths for all these positions. And these are the immediate blocker. One of the blocker is I don't have the resume ready. So what it is telling is that job search lead is now telling the answer coach. So these are the two different agents, but they are talking to each other. So job search lead is telling the answer coach like resume creation is needed. It's also telling the company scout to dig into the Google Cloud AI architect roles currently open in Canada. Focus is on this solution architect 3 platform, FSI Google Cloud. Finally, with all this information, it came up with an immediate plan, how I can succeed in the interview and get the job. So it's telling me my immediate plan is, this week plan is answer coach is working on the resume creation. Company scout is researching the top 3 Google Cloud AI architect roles in Canada. In 1 or 2 months, once the resume is solid, then we'll start targeting the application. Mock interviewer will run through the Google some questions to prepare myself for the interview. So looks like the agents are talking to each other, preparing a very concrete for me so that I can apply for these positions and succeed in the interview. It's really powerful and I love this. And finally, it told me that this is what the Intel looks like, Canada, the Google Cloud AI architect for AI architect role. It's also telling me what are the 3 target roles that I should target for. Finally, it's telling me that is in the widget. This is the FSI and retail deep dive. 3 priorities role identified, all Google Direct in Toronto, Solution Architect 3, Platform Architect, and GTM Architect. Finally, with all this information, I'm telling mock interviewer, that's another agent inside this group chat, please generate some mock interview questions with answers to prepare myself. And then mock interviewer actually started preparing the information, preparing the mock questions, and here comes the mock question. Round 1, tell me about a time you had to influence a technical decision without direct authority. And here can be the answer. And then I'm telling everyone, can you please prepare a study plan for next 1 month to cover some important topic to prepare myself for the interview. And then all these agents, they started talking to each other. Like Google's job search lead agent is telling company scout to do something, mock interviewer to do something, and answer coach also to do something. And finally, they came up with a 1-month interview practice track. What I should do in week 1, what I should do in week 2, week 3 and week 4, and week 5, 7. So basically, it's a very powerful group chat where agents are talking to each other, sharing the context between each other. And these agents can be from multiple LLM model. It doesn't have to be always Claude or always Gemini or always Codex. They can be multiple LLMs, but since they are inside the same group chat, they know the context and they're talking to each other. So as a user, what I am getting is a very consolidated, tested result coming from these agents. That's the beauty of this product, Bloome. And my last use case is about the content creation because I love creating content. That's what I do for my channel Technical Potpourri. So here is another group chat which I've created. And here in this group chat, I have this many agents: audience, art director, writer, content lead. What I have told, again, asking them, all these agents, to introduce themselves. And they told this is the content lead, this is the writer, art director, audience. With that, what I tell, perfect. I'd like to publish a blog post and YouTube video on topic how to use Claude Cowork. Please include demo in the script. Always ask me questions if you need some information. Do not assume. Based on that, content lead started working on this thing. And it's telling from where it will get the information. So I told you should get the information from this page, Claude Code. And he said, okay, perfect. This is the information. It got the information and is asking me whether it's a Claude Code or Claude Cowork. I said it's a Claude Code. Okay, it understands I'm looking for a Claude Code content. And then this is what the content looks like. It started writing the content. This is the blog post. around 2500 words. This is a YouTube script and blah, 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 blah. It did everything. And this is what it has produced. As you can see that all these agents inside this group chat, the writer, the art director, audience, they actually work together to prepare a blog post and a YouTube script for the topic that I've given. And same thing, they're talking to each other, sharing context between them, and finally giving me a very consolidated answer, which I absolutely like. So now my honest take. Number one, the cross-check is real. Putting different models in one thread genuinely surfaces the assumption a single model won't catch on its own. And shared context means no copy pasting. Number two, it's not free. Running 3 frontier models on every question costs more tokens and more time than one. So save the full panel for decisions that actually matter. Number 3, it's brand new. So far, anything high stakes, you still verify the final output yourself. The agents stress test each other, but you need to sign off. I'll put the link where you can go and register yourself and try this product. If you think this is helpful, a like genuinely helps the channel to grow. Drop a comment with the toughest decision that you have thrown to a 3 model panel. I read each and every comment. And finally, please subscribe to my channel so that in future when I'll publish videos like this, I want you to be notified first. Hey, this is Sudipta again. I'll see you all in my next video.